to Acts chapter 6. Acts chapter 6. And it's always a blessing to be back after we've been traveling a little bit. And we really enjoyed being here for homecoming. Well, the title of the message this morning is, Where Does God Live? Now, at first that might sound like a simple question, but as you think about it, it really is kind of complicated. And it's kind of like one of those questions that young children ask. You know how little kids sometimes ask these questions that really are kind of difficult to answer. And it reminds me of a story of a kindergarten class. And the teacher gave all the kids a piece of paper and asked them to draw a picture of whatever they wanted. And she's walking around the class looking at what they're drawing. And she came to little Johnny, and he's drawing away. And she asks him, well, what are you drawing, Johnny? And he says, I'm drawing a picture of God. And she said, but Johnny, nobody knows what God looks like. And he says, well, they will when I get finished. So, this is one of those questions that is kind of complicated and difficult. But hopefully, as we look at the book of Acts, at the trial of Stephen, we will get a little more insight on it. Now, Stephen, he was an interesting person, and he, in fact, preaches the longest message in the book of Acts. There's a lot of messages in there by Peter, and a lot of other messages in there from Paul. But Stephen wins the prize of being the longest-winded of all of those. And the message